a man noticed that his fingernails had suddenly turned black. This was caused by a rapid depletion of oxygen in the cabin. At that very moment, bottles started to deform, and cups began to shake violently. The flight attendants finally realized that something was wrong with the plane and urgently instructed all passengers to fasten their seatbelts, but it was too late. The aircraft started to shake uncontrollably, causing everything inside the cabin to lose control. Passengers were caught in the powerful airflow, and as the plane continued to shudder, they became extremely frightened. The pilots, now aware of the danger, quickly put on their oxygen masks, and the passengers followed suit. However, Tom's wife was a step too late and fainted due to the lack of oxygen. To make matters worse, a young girl was trapped in the bathroom and also passed out from oxygen deprivation. Determined to save his wife, Tom navigated through the chaotic cabin and finally found a spare oxygen mask in the emergency room. He quickly put it on his wife, and she slowly regained consciousness. Just then, the plane suddenly stabilized. The pilots explained to the passengers that a component had malfunctioned. Only at this point did the passengers finally feel relieved. However, the situation was far from over. A flight attendant discovered the unconscious girl in the bathroom and quickly brought a spare oxygen mask to her. As oxygen flowed into her lungs, the girl gradually regained consciousness. Just when everyone thought the worst was over, strange things started to happen on the plane. First, a man suddenly found himself unable to breathe, frightening the flight attendants, who promptly sought help from experienced passengers. Tom, being a doctor, rushed to the scene to assist. However, the man's condition rapidly deteriorated, and he passed out within seconds. Upon examination, Tom discovered that the man's heart had stopped beating. The flight attendants had no choice but to move the man's body to the upper deck of the plane and cover him with a blanket. At that moment, a young man ran up to the second floor. He had noticed that the deceased was wearing a watch worth millions of dollars. The young man secretly removed the watch and took out his phone to snap a photo as a memento. To his shock, the corpse suddenly turned its head towards him.